guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's so good to have you guys back. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make your sinamay base. And the materials you'll be needing are your sinamay, your mold, your brush, your stiffener, your thumb tags. You'll be needing them, your scissors to cut, your needle and your bias, and your container to mix your stiffener. Now, I started off by placing my mold on my sinamay. I'll be making use of the mold to cut out the desired length. I actually don't have one specific length or measurement in which I use in making my sinamay base. I just cut it out. Once I'm done cutting out the sinamay, I then stretch out my sinamay. It is very important to stretch out your sinamay before you start applying your stiffener to it. Once I've stretched out the sinamay, I then soak it in water. Soaking it in water will enable the stiffener penetrate into the sinamay better. Once I'm done soaking my sinamay in water, I then pour out little quantity of stiffener into a mixing bowl. If I were to be making more sinamay bases, I'll be adding more quantity, but since it's just one, I'll be pouring little quantity of stiffener into the bowl. The next thing is to start adding few drops of water into the stiffener. This will make the stiffener lighter. Remember, few drops of water, and you keep on adding it gradually. Make sure your stiffener is not too thick and not too light. The next thing to do is to make use of a polythene bag to cover up my mold. This will prevent the sinamay from sticking to the mold, and it will enable the sinamay come off easily when dry. I know by now you all are wondering, what has this girl been talking about since the beginning of this video? I was actually explaining all what I've been doing, but I then noticed that the volume of the video wasn't that loud, so I decided to make a voiceover. So that's why you can see my mouth moving here and there in the video. Once I'm done wrapping up my mold, I then place my sinamay right on top of it and make use of my thumb tags to hold it down. Make sure you pull your sinamay well before pinning it down. Once I'm done pinning down my sinamay, I then cut out the excess, making use of my scissors. The next thing to do is to start applying your stiffener on your sinamay. You apply it luxuriously in order to make your sinamay come out firmer. You know, the firmer your sinamay, the longer it lasts. once I'm done applying that satisfied quantity of stiffener to my sinamay, I then sun dry it. You can make use of your hand dryer to do that, or during the day you can just place it right under the sun for it to dry. It takes about an hour or two for your sinamay to sun dry, but if you're making use of your hand dryer, then it might take longer time. This is what your sinamay will look like when dry. Now the next stage is to start sewing in my wire with my needle and thread. Now this is how your sinamay will look like once the wire has been attached to it. Now to cover up the wire and the sewn part, you make use of your bias and also your uwu gum to glue that down. You can use the office pin to hold that down. while you keep on gluing it. So this is how it's going to look like once you've glued it. It's going to have this finished look. I'll be dropping a picture for you to see how it looks like. So guys, I'm basically done making my sinamay base. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, drop a comment, hit the notification bell, and see you in my next video.